I'm Alexander Surridge. I am on the right hand penguin duck birthmark. So it's 9/22, August 21st. So as I've been saying, I'm a victim of IP theft, data theft, and economic espionage. These people have various modes of financial crimes and theft. One of them, they hire cyber terrorists. Two, they have implantation and they harvest from my brain via telepathy. They also hack my computer. Other hustles they have to take advantage of morons is they say they're investigators and stalk me, but they're really just stealing IP data, content, material, etc. Another tool they have is they say they're researchers, so they can stalk me and have access to telepathy and they're human programmers and this and that. But they're really just stealing data, IP, and intellectual property. And then the investigators and human programmers are also running illegal gambling rings that revolve around committing assaults and crimes on me while they're stealing money from other people, manipulating bets by abusing me with this implantable technology. Another tactic they have is they pretend they're making a movie, a TV show, and they broadcast my screen and broadcast me illegally, especially when I make ideas or have thoughts. And then they sell people access to their movie or show for Bitcoin, is what I'm being told, so that people can watch when I make ideas and steal them and pretend that they saw it on their show. And then at the same time, these people who think they're pretend to be making a movie or making a TV show think they own the rights to my ideas and property when they're fucking delusional. Because I never agreed to be in any movie or show, and I never signed any paperwork. So they're just stalking me and holding me hostage illegally. That's another key point. And then at the same time, people pay to see their show for these ideas, and what they're doing is exposing my ideas to these people illegally. So those are some of the key people who pay to see their show are involved in their IP theft, data theft, and economic espionage ring. Key point. They may even hire these people to run these shows. Others run some charades and act stuff out and pretend they're acting, but they're really acting out the ideas and trying to give out hints so these guys can steal. According to what I've been gathering over 5 years and 6 months. What's another component of their jazz? Uh, then they also have their betting rings and they bet the ideas away illegally and pretend to be affiliated with me, but they're not. And they purposely run a bet and host a bet while I'm working on an idea to expose it. Others steal the idea and just bet it away. Others steal the idea and take it to some other game and sell it. Others steal the ideas from my computer through these various mechanisms and then create financial teams and sell them outside of this game. So they got a lot of different tools in which they're stealing intellectual property and money from me, trillions of dollars in data, ideas, etc., and committing exploitation. And then they have other hustles where they stalk me and monitor me to see the crimes and bets I'm a victim of. And then I guess they know who's involved. They hunt those people down and blackmail them, or and then try to implant them and then maybe extort them. Is another piece of their methods of financing terrorism and organized crime, RICO, etc., and illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution. What else are these terrorists potentially doing? I've been writing about this little by little, piece by piece, to law enforcement, all these different methods. I just I'm trying to summarize it all together, because I've been writing to them for 5 years and 6 months, little by little. What else do they do? So they have implantation, cyber terrorism, human programmers for betting manipulation, assault and theft, new age investigators for betting manipulation, assault and theft. And then they all look for some way to stalk me. And it all revolves around stalking me and invading my privacy because they also know I'm some betting mule. And then they take the money they make from these different branches of their financial crime scheme and terrorist financing, and then they put it together and place big bets with people. Then they use their investigation company to manipulate the bet and then make big money like that. So they have all these different little avenues to make money. Then they compile it, place big bets against big bettors, manipulate the bet with their investigation company and technology, and then that's how they make even more money. So that's another piece of their hustle. Then they also have their movie, they claim, and they're selling material and content and selling parts or some bullshit, and people pay for that, and that goes into their big pot. And then they place their big pot, I guess, on a bet and manipulate the bet with implantable technology, or manipulate the bet with their investigators and they all lie, or manufacture evidence. And that's a summary of their financial crimes: RICO, hustle, IP theft, data theft, and economic espionage scam. And then at the same time, when they're selling ideas or data or movie roles, they're selling them on a global platform, is the vibe I'm getting, to multiple people at once, while at the same time creating this data nightmare, this IP theft, data theft headache for people who are buying. And then that's a distraction to distract from these things I just said. So that's another piece of this, as well as to distract law enforcement, and others from this global terrorist plot involving implantation, attempts of human programming, espionage, economic espionage, hand tying, etc., their satellite weapons, etc. So that's a summary to put a lot of these different pieces of the puzzle together. And then if you also read my 116 key components of their terrorist plot, you'll get it. This is a piece of their financial component. It may not be everything, but this is pretty spot on. Not 100%. There may be other things they're doing that I've explained. Oh, and then they also have fraudulent investments. They steal my ideas, recruit investors, don't tell them that it's my property that they stole and they're selling. So then they try to blackmail them for buying stolen property or financing terrorism from purchasing from them. Or they also stole other technologies, implantation, human programming, mind melding tech. They get recruit investigators to test it and use it and try it out. And they pay money, supposedly. And then maybe they blackmail them for using radiation dispersal devices on me, etc. Or they have them try these new age neurosurgeries and they use them on me illegally and then blackmail them. So it revolves around attempting murder on me, exploiting me, practicing slavery on me, stealing from me. And that's what their financial models revolve around. Severe crimes committed on me, damaging my brain and body and heart while stealing from me and slowly murdering me and then playing stupid. And then they even probably conspire to try to frame me when I'm the victim of this and have been reporting for a really long time. So that's a summary. So when are these people going to fucking prison?